Forgive my truly bizarre setup. I'm in my daughter's room and I have a couple minutes before I have to go to my son's preschool thing. My 2 and 3-year-old daughters are playing nicely, so I figured I would make this video really quick. I had someone ask just like general questions about the morning of my microdiscectomy surgery. And I just figured I would make a really impromptu video just telling what I remember. It was like 6 years ago or something. 6? That sounds right. So it's not fresh in my memory, but she wrote some specific questions, so I know I can at least answer a few of them. So the morning of the surgery, we just drove to this surgery center. I remember being like in a hospital bed, kind of waiting before anything happened, and you have to sign a bunch of scary sounding paperwork about like the anesthesia and stuff like that. They also ask you your name and stuff a million times, your name and your birthday and your address. Just because every time someone new has to talk to you, they need to make sure that you're the right patient. That was annoying, but not problematic. I remember they wheeled me in that bed through the halls into what was going to be the operating room. And I tried not to look around too much because I was like, I just don't really want to see anything. They probably had everything hidden, but I just didn't want to see really much of what was going to be used. They got everything ready. It was just like probably 5 or 10 minutes as they kind of bustled around and made sure everything was totally ready for me. And then they put me to sleep right there. So I was laying on my back. I was comfy. They just did the classic like countdown thing. And that was the last thing I remember. So while I was asleep, they intubated. They flipped me, to the prone position so they could do the surgery. Did the surgery. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up in a separate room in recovery. And I was just like really thirsty. And they gave me apple juice. And I felt better than I had because, let's see, I'm trying to remember as far as pain medicine and stuff. I know it when I went home, they sent me with like pain medicine. I don't remember exactly what, but I do know it made me nauseous. So I remember feeling like, ugh, I didn't want to eat when I got home. But okay, so sorry, stay focused. Getting in and out of the car and in and out of bed. It was easier. It was way easier than it had been because I had been like for months and months and months in such pain and like such like stilted movements that it was like I just took my time and it was fine. I felt better. I mean, I walked out of the hospital feeling so much better than I had in months, like without medication on board. Anyway, so I would just say take your time getting in and out of the car, getting in and out of bed. Just don't rush anything. Really, with everything, just take your time and it's totally fine. I actually remember my mom would probably be sad to know that I remember this because she came to help me and my husband he was working, but he was home some of the time. I don't remember if the kitchen floor was just like a mess or it was sticky. There was a sticky spot or I spilled something. I don't remember, but I remember being like very slowly, like wiping up the floor on my hands and feet. And it was totally fine. I didn't end up regretting it. Again, slow and steady and you'll just be okay. Tips for not showering. You have to shower before the surgery anyway. They send you home with this like disinfectant stuff that you need to shower with before you come in. So you will be freshly showered and you'll just wash your hair and do all the things. And then it's not that big of a deal to just not shower for a couple days. Deodorant, dry shampoo, but really just don't go anywhere. And if you stink, it's fine. I think that's all of the equipment and clothing for post-op. So I just wore like really soft and kind of big pajama pants for a couple days as I got better. The scar, it's kind of above where most of my pants hit anyway, so it didn't really make too much of a difference to me. One thing I will say, I didn't realize that I'm like very affected by medical adhesives. Like, so I had this big itchy patch around where all the sticky stuff had been. It was so itchy. And I was like, is this just what it feels like while the scar's healing? But it was way too itchy. So if you're If it's like really itchy a couple days in, maybe just like call your doctor and say, can I take this adhesive off? It might just, or just do it and it'll probably be fine, because whatever, it's a Band-Aid essentially. And then I didn't really have equipment. You could get one of those grabby things if you're going to try to limit your bending over, but really just like binge watch Netflix and just take it really easy. Yeah, honestly, you're prepared because you've been living with like the sciatica. So you're prepared for surgery. Take it slow. It's just great. I did mention in one of my earlier videos one time, like, I think I was getting up off the couch. I don't know if I had been laying down. I vaguely remember it. And I remember that I was like kind of in this position, like pushing myself up off the couch when I felt / heard like a kind of sound. I don't even know if it was a sound or if it was a sensation that was so like Rice Krispie sounding or feeling that I imagined a sound. I sound like a crazy person. But that was terrifying. And I did still have some residual like leg stuff. I don't want to get too much into the like recovery because I feel like I covered some of that in the surgery, in the videos before. But Elsa and Anna are coming in. Do you want to say hi? Look, oh, you guys ate pancakes. Oh, blueberry chocolate chip pancakes. Ugh. Also snotty. Okay, can you girls leave for just a second? I know I'm in your room, but I just need to finish this.
But you said we could say hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Who is it?
It's no one. It's just a video. Okay. All right. Okay, now say bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. See you in a minute. Yeah, I didn't really have much equipment. I think this is everything. Blah, blah, blah. Children. All right. Bah. This is a video. It's a video. Good luck.